Golf has been around since, what, Adam? Yeah, that's about right. However, in the eternity of its existence, no 15-year-old golfer has been as popular as Charlie Woods is. For a boy who has never played an American Junior Golf Association event, Charlie sure is an odd golf star. Obviously, he owes all of his popularity to his father's legendary status. And just in case you don't know who Charlie's father is, you might want to stick to lacrosse. The golf world started following Charlie's development in 2020, the year Tiger put him on the media's radar at the PNC Championship. And yes, we've all seen the videos. He's got the moves like Tiger. But is he anything like Tiger? It appears the golf world has overestimated Charlie's talent. Why else would fans share shameful takes about a junior golfer's failure to qualify for a PGA Tour event? Unqualified Charlie. On February 22, 2023, the PGA Tour held a pre-qualifier event at the inaugural Cognizant Classic at Lost Lake Golf Club in Hovey Sound, Florida. And they knew it wasn't going to be business as usual. The thing is, many of these pre-qualifiers happen every season without fanfare. But unlike the other three venues hosting the pre-qualifiers, Lost Lake got a superstar appearance from the one and only Charlie Woods. It was supposed to be a quiet affair, nothing serious, just a teenage golfer with his teenage friend on his bag getting some pro experience. But one of the biggest names in golf can't be there without some paparazzi, right? So the PGA Tour sent a Getty Images photographer to document the occasion. But that wasn't all. Wherever Charlie's cart went, a sprinkle of local and national news media were right behind it. Also, for obvious reasons, over 50 fans came around to watch the show. But they didn't look too thrilled at the end. And you can guess why. Charlie was the earliest bird on the range, pumped to start the action. But 18 holes later, he was itching to fly far away from Lost Lake. Who knows? He probably had homework. Some spectators might have even argued that he flew home to work on his golf. Why? Because they thought his round was nothing short of a disaster. Now, disaster is a very strong word, so everybody might want to calm down. For the whole round, Charlie managed 11 pars, but 4 bogeys and 2 double bogeys on the way erased whatever good his pars could have done for his scorecard. However, nothing hurt his chances more than the brutal par 4 7th hole, where he dropped a 12. His total of 86 was 16 over par and 21 strokes behind the leader Billy Basham. As a result, he finished tied for 110th in the 116-man field. Yeah, it was more than a bad day at the office. But for some weird reason, some fans expected Charlie to have destroyed that field. And why not? That's what Tiger would have done. But here's the gist they seem to be missing. Charlie is not Tiger. Unlike father, unlike son. We watched Tiger win so much that it got boring. So it's natural to take his extraordinariness for granted. Perhaps a quick reminder of who Tiger is will help put things in perspective. Charlie is 15 years old, and he's far from being the best junior golfer in the US. On the other hand, at 15, Tiger was already so good that the pros feared him. Scratch that. Tiger was already a beast at 4 years old. Today, even with improved balls and clubs, most amateurs will find it hard to score a confident 45 over 9 holes. But at only 3 years old, Tiger scored 48 in 9 holes at the Navy Golf Club in Cypress, California. And just before you call BS on that, you should know he played from the red tees, and his fairway shots were all teed up too. Does that make it easier? Yes. But we all know grown-ups who can't break 50 with the same advantages. 5-year-old Tiger was a better golfer than most. He was regularly shooting in the 90s at that time, and unsurprisingly, he won his first Junior World Championship at 8 years old. By the time he was 13, he had got so precise and dunked 5 holes in 1. And because Stanford's crystal ball was working overtime, the school had sent their first letter to secure the talents of the high school junior. 14-year-old Tiger had won 5 age group junior world titles, more than any of the greats before him. And with over 100 local titles, Tiger's trophy area was so full that his parents had to pack the less significant awards in the garage. So by the time he was Charlie's age, he was overripe for junior events. He actually tried to get into a PGA Tour event at 15. And in a field of 132, mostly pro golfers at the Los Serranos Country Club in Chino, California, Tiger missed qualification for the Nissan Los Angeles Open by just 3 strokes. However, in the same year, he won the first of his 3 U.S. Junior Amateurs, before dominating the U.S. Amateur for 3 consecutive years. At 15, Tiger was the youngest U.S. Junior Amateur champion until Jim Liu broke his record in 2010. The simple fact that Tiger's accolades at 15 would need a 24-hour video is why he should never be compared to anyone, not even his own son. While Charlie has won a couple of tournaments, mostly in Florida's junior golf circuit, he's a world away from touching his father's achievements at his age. However, he has won something Tiger never won as a young golfer. In 2023, he helped Benjamin School win the Florida High School Athletic Association Class A State Championship. Mind you, the only reason Tiger never won it for Western High School was because the California Interscholastic Federation wasn't awarding it in his time. Otherwise, you can bet he would have swept it along with the other accolades he claimed as a teenager. Miami, not the Army. Another factor those angry fans are forgetting is the influence of Tiger's father, Earl Woods, on Tiger's career. Just as Charlie isn't Tiger on the golf course, Tiger, in his coaching style, is nothing like Earl. Earl built Tiger like a machine, with training tactics he learned during his time in the U.S. Army. Tiger had a unique golf education, with his father focusing on the mental side of his game. In one of his popular drills, he'd interrupt Tiger's game with different distractions and watch the boy play through them. He was known to jangle his keys during Tiger's tee shots, or say something to shake his focus during a putt. This and other tricks toughened Tiger up and eventually formed his greatest weapon. It's the only way he could have learned to handle pressure as well as he did. One thing interesting about Earl's tough love was that you could even hear it in the way he talked about his son. For example, after Tiger lost another tournament to Chris Couch, the best junior in the country at the time, Earl said, "We had a debriefing. This is what I learned in Vietnam. You have a debriefing after a battle." He learned that he can't win everything, even though he may want to. Right now it's important for him to enjoy. When he's 17, I fully expect him to win everything, but not now. And if having a debriefing with your son isn't absurd enough, Earl said this about his training methods. "This isn't a very nice world sometimes. I've used psychological techniques, things I learned in prisoner interrogations, to toughen Tiger up. It's to prepare him, not to use as an offensive tactic. I'm not trying to create a little monster." Fortunately for Tiger's contemporaries, he didn't. And while Charlie's mom, Elin Nordgren, was a quiet supporter at the pre-qualifiers, Tiger's mom, Coltita Woods, said stuff like this to him. "I tell Tiger, when you are ahead, don't take it easy. Kill them. After the finish, then be a sportsman." Everyone who ever lost to Tiger didn't lose to his talents alone. They also lost to his warrior-like upbringing, which Charlie isn't getting. Tiger is a billionaire dad who, unlike his dad, just loves to have fun with his son on the golf course. Contrary to what Earl said, he groomed Tiger specifically to tear courses to shreds, but Charlie has the choice to be whatever he wants to be. And as a result, they belong to 2 distinct worlds. Tiger is a golfer who learned everything he knows from the Vietnam War. Meanwhile, Charlie is a rich kid who lives in a $54 million Florida mansion and enjoys golf. Leave Charlie alone. With the behavior of some fans at and after the pre-qualifiers, it looks like some reining in of expectations is in order. Isn't it too early for Charlie Mania or the Charlie's Army following Charlie from event to event? He's Tiger's son, so it's understandably difficult to look away, but it's not his fault that Tiger Woods is his dad, although some overzealous fans made it feel that way. One grandma took her daughter out of school so Charlie could notice her. Another fan approached him with a copy of his father's book, How I Play Golf, and asked him to sign it. Charlie even had to play with 2 security personnel who ensured his safety from the trespassing fans. Now, when a 15-year-old needs personal security to play golf, that's where the golf world has to draw the line. Even though most of the ugly comments that followed his result at the pre-qualifiers were malicious, one thing was clear. The golf world has overhyped Charlie's golf skills, and they should take the blame for their disappointment. Golf won't get another Tiger Woods in the next 100 years, and golf fans will be better off if they made peace with that truth. Their wish for Tiger's reincarnation shouldn't be Charlie's burden. Charlie is only 15 years old, so he's far from the end of his road. He has a lot to learn, and he can still turn out to be, if not the best golfer of his generation, at least a better golfer than he is at the moment. If you enjoyed this video about Charlie Woods, check out the video on the screen now, or the one we posted below because we're sure you'll like that one too. Let us know in the comments if there's another golfer whose journey you'd like us to cover. See you there!